guys, how's it going tonight? Thank you for watching. This is Welcome Home with Matt. And today in this video, we're going to be talking about different home improvements and which ones are typically going to offer the highest return on investment for you. So, usually when you're looking to resell your house, you might want to do a few projects here and there to, kind of tidy everything up, make it look good for buyers. But there are some projects and improvements that you should prioritize, things that are going to not only look good to prospective buyers, but also also offer a little bit of function as well. So there's going to be a few things that are definitely better to choose from and are going to offer more return than others. So let's get into it. Typically, number one, and this surprises a lot of people, but number one improvement for your home is going to be a new garage door. And a new garage door, now with that assumes that the garage door opener is still completely fine and still running and operational, and that you are just replacing the door itself. So when you first when you replace the door, you're typically going to see a 95 to 97% return on investment for that. So that's money that's going to be recouped for you when you're going to resell. So the thing with the garage door is not only does that look really good, as in, you kind of get that curb appeal with it, but you're also kind of serving a function by having a better door. It can offer a little bit more energy conservation, and it can also give you a little more security at night. So, if your old door is kind of broken or something like that, or maybe has like it's kind of shaky, and I don't know, it could be a little bit easier to break into rather than, a brand new door. So, offers a little bit of function there as well, which leads into our next improvement, which is going to be a new entry door. So a front door, that's going to be really important. And if you have a lot of buyers coming through, that is something that is going to stand out to them. Definitely, if you have a new door that's like steel or like a hardwood door, that is not only going to offer more security and again energy conservation, but it does add again to that curb appeal, which is going to be the main thing buyers are kind of looking at. It sounds silly, but appearances are definitely make a big difference, and anything that'll bring more buyers by and will impress them more is going to help drive that price of the house up. So the next few things are definitely function, but also kind of just a little bit more cosmetic appearance wise. Another thing we might have is kind of looking at the paint. So exterior and interior paint. You're gonna want to touch all that up before you sell any of your homes. Especially exterior paint. So that's going to be the first thing that the people see when they're walking up to the house is how does the paint on the outside of the house look like? Is it chipping? Is it kind of cracked, falling away? Are there sections without paint at all? Is it kind of fading? So that's one thing you're going to want to. You can definitely add a lot of value to your house by just chipping or scraping the chipped paint and then repainting. Or you can, maybe decide, hey, I want to do a new color for my house, one that's a little more fitting with the rest of the neighborhood. If that's, if that's something that's, if that's on the table. So repainting the exterior paint or doing a fresh coat is always a good thing. It's fairly cheap to do as well. It can run you a little bit of money, but typically it's going to give you a lot of return too. I mean, people are going to see that fresh paint and they're going to be like, wow, like this looks like almost a new house. So same with interior paint. You're going to, if you're just touching up the walls, if there's little scrapes, marks that, happen naturally when you're living there on the walls, you just paint them up and do a fresh coat, and that's going to definitely add a lot to the home, make it a little more inviting and welcoming to the people that are coming to view it. Next thing we're going to be taking a look at for improvement wise is going to be this. This sounds obvious, but this is just deferred maintenance. So this is just anything that you've kind of been putting off while living in the home. So I mean, if there's any noticeable defects or things that need repairs that need to be done, that now is the time to definitely do them. So don't try to negotiate it in, once don't put the house on the market and then try to negotiate it later. I would just take care of all those things right away. So the more offers you get, the more likely it is that that they're going to try to kind of drive the price up. So The more competitive it is. So you kind of want that competitive feeling when people are bidding on your house. So get a lot of offers by, just fixing the things that need to be fixed. So that's loose broken handrails, loose or broken spindles, maybe touching up the walls a little bit. If you have like bumps, scrapes, or holes in them, then you definitely want to fix that. Any little things like that. So it's also going to include mechanicals. So, just kind of replacing or repairing any of the mechanicals you have in the house, water heater, furnace. That's going to be a good thing. And, a lot of people are going to like that you just put a brand new one in for them. So, that's going to draw a lot of people in, and that's going to make them think like, okay, the seller's actually trying, that he wants to sell this house. Um, Next thing we're going to look at, so these next two improvements are going to be the most important portions of the house, and the most important improvements ultimately, because these are the things that buyers are going to look at the most. So that is the bathroom and the kitchen. Now, the bathroom, you can do kind of cheap, quick improvements by simply just replacing the faucets, handles, that doorknobs, maybe even that kind of thing. So, I mean, if you kind of have dirty or maybe even mixed matched kind of, like faucets, it might be a good idea to, kind of make them all matching, get new ones. Just replacing faucets and replacing the handles and having them all match, that can really make a bathroom look almost brand new. And that's kind of what you're going for, something that's quick, cheap, but still fundamentally makes the bathroom look a little bit better and a little bit more updated. So, maybe even appliances in there too. If you replace the toilet or something, that's something that most homeowners can learn how to do pretty easily or pretty quickly. So that might be something that a new homeowner or buyer is going to be like, okay, wow, they did this for us. So, a little more likely to buy the home or to put an offer on the home at least. Next thing is this is the last improvement we're going to kind of look at, and that is going to be what I call a minor kitchen remodel. Now, this isn't you pouring $50,000-$60,000 into a kitchen, so you don't need a whole bunch of new stuff, new counters, new backsplash, new everything, new flooring. Really, all I would focus on with the minor kitchen remodel that's going to add the most value to your home is I would if probably replace the kitchen appliances if you have a little more dated ones. Stainless steel energy efficient appliances are really going to drive the value of your home up. So when people are going to be really looking at the kitchen, I mean that's one of the most important parts of the entire house, and they're going to want to make sure everything's brand new, everything not brand new, but relatively new, everything is in good condition. And honestly, the energy saving appliances can really help too. People like to know that they're saving as much power as possible. So that's going to be huge. Maybe replace the appliances if they're a little more dated, and then I would say either if they're in rough condition, maybe replacing the cabinets, or if they're in not so rough condition, possibly just refinishing them and then painting over them. So doing little things like that, I mean, or even like staining the cabinets, just kind of give them a fresh look. You give those cabinets a fresh look, and you change out the appliances. Those are two pretty easy things that you can do that are really going to drive the price of your house up, because people are going to go in there and they're going to realize, okay, wow, the kitchen looks amazing. It almost looks brand new when you can do those minor things. So those are two things that are going to be really important. And like I was saying, those two rooms are probably the most crucial to kind of adding value to your home if you're looking to do any kind of projects. So even if you don't do any of these projects that I talked about, if you are looking to, kind of improve upon your home, do some things before you're selling it, I would definitely focus on the bathrooms, and I would definitely focus on the kitchen. Those are going to be really two big things. And no matter what anyone says, I would worry about the paint too. Definitely give it a fresh coat of paint, and then focus on those two rooms, and you'll be good to go. I think that if you follow these tips, you're going to have a lot more success in selling your home. It's still a pretty hot seller's market right now, so homes are still going, but nothing wrong with adding a little bit and kind of making it look a little more pretty for your buyers and kind of impressing them a little bit. So if you want to get more offers on your house, drive up the price of your house, then definitely follow these tips. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. So and if you guys have any topics that you want me to talk about in the future, please don't hesitate to put them down below in the comments. would really like to cover any of the other things you guys would like to talk about. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys all next week.